how do I start this? I literally wanted to do this since I don't know how long, but like a long time. And I actually did film this already, and like I had it, like my friends were standing behind the camera, and then I like actually like revealed it to them, but that turned out like shit. So here we are again, and I made brownies for that, and everything was on a brownie, but like I didn't want to make brownies again, so instead I put everything on different. I'm like man spreading. Okay, I hate this. Oh my god, my feet are so hot. This is going really well. This is the first time I've been home alone in like weeks. As you can tell, these are not cupcakes. This is just food. We have some potatoes, some really freaking old apples, an avocado, got a lemon, got a lime, got some pears. So today I'm gonna be showing how I made my college decision. Oh my god, big day. So to start, the first one that I'm gonna be taking out is Northeastern. So a lot of my friends are going there actually, and what was I gonna say? So a lot of my friends are going there, and I really liked how they have the combined majors and like all the co-op things, but I never got to visit, and also they denied me, so now I'm denying them. So bye. Moving on, we have GW. GW, I really like the campus. Love DC, like the area is so nice, and they took a lot of AP credit, but I got waitlisted, so like bye. No, I realized that one of the supplements I submitted, like I had my friend proofread it, and she was like, I don't think you should submit this, and I was like, too late. Yeah, and I thought about it, and that was just awful. Like it was one of the worst things. It was just such a bad idea. Not trying to like validate why I got waitlisted. Anyway, so GW's gone. The East Coast schools just really don't like me. Oh, by the way, I'm from New Jersey, so all these I applied to out of state, obviously. Next up, we have UCLA. UCLA was my dream school from 8th grade until like basically senior year, I'd say. I love the school spirit. I love how it's in LA. Like it's a really prestigious school. But I got waitlisted, which I was very surprised about, and I'm happy I got waitlisted, because if I got in, I wouldn't have been able to afford it, and that would have been just really sad. Really sad, really flippin' sad. So goodbye UCLA. Okay, the rest of these I actually did get into. I didn't get waitlisted. So moving on from that, next up is University of Tampa. I applied here as a safety. They gave me like a free application. I got into their honors program or honors college, I'm not sure which, same thing, right? Which that's super cool. My cousins, they live in Tampa, or like right outside Tampa, so that is a huge plus, and that kind of makes me want to go there. But it's a really small school, and it was also my safety, and there was nothing really pulling me towards it. Like, I don't have a lot of school spirit or anything, and I don't know if I want to live in Tampa, so gotta knock her off. Next up, University of Maryland, kind of a similar situation. My cousin goes there, and her family, like my family, lives very close to it. So they have good school spirit, and they're really close. Maryland's super close to DC, but I really wanted to go somewhere warm. And also, like, even when me and my mom visited, my mom's like, I can't really see you here. It is a really big school, and it's a public school, and I'd be paying out of state, so it's kind of like, do I want to pay out of state to go to a public school when I can pay like the same price to go to a private school? And it was also one of my like more target safety schools, so there's nothing really drawing me there, but it's a really good school, and it'd be cool to go to school with my cousin, but not gonna happen. Sorry, Paxton. Next up, we have Cal Poly. Cal Poly, I did visit Cal Poly. And when I really thought that I'd like want to go here, because I've always wanted to go to California for school. It's a lot cheaper than like the UCs for out-of-state tuition. So that was really interesting to me, and it's also really good school. Kids have a lot of school spirit. There isn't really a football team, which is kind of a down. Like what I hear is like they don't really go to sports games that much. And also I really wanted to be in a city, and SLO is just kind of like similar to like where I live now. Like I live in Princeton, so it's like a college town, I guess. It was just not, it felt kind of like in the middle of nowhere to me. Like I love how there's hiking and the beach nearby, but it was too much in the middle of nowhere, and also it's very white and it's hard to switch your major. So yeah. Next up, we have UW. Ooh, this is cold. Jeez, okay. This avocado is really cold. UW, I don't really know what drew me to apply there. This is one of the schools that I never got to visit because of COVID. I know they have great school spirit. I don't even care that much about school spirit, but I keep saying school spirit. They do have good school spirit is from what I've heard, and it's also really good school. Honestly, there's nothing really drawing me here because I never got to visit, and it's cold. I've never been to Seattle. It's also like public, and I'd be paying out of state. The weather kind of influences my mood a lot, and I know it's raining a lot in Seattle, and I don't know how that would do for me. Next up, we have UC San Diego. This was the only other school I didn't get to visit. I have been to San Diego, and I know it's not exactly in San Diego. I've heard it's really pretty. I did a virtual tour, and it's a super good school. I have heard it's nicknamed UC Socially Dead, but honestly, it doesn't matter anyway because the school is too expensive because the UCs do not give awful financial aid. So sadly, I think going to UC San Diego would be super cool. Had to knock it off because of the price. UC Santa Barbara. This is the school I thought I'd end up at because I didn't think I'd get into UCLA. I visited it. I love Santa Barbara. I like how they have Isla Vista, so it's more like a college town, but also Santa Barbara, and I love how it's right on the ocean and there's all the hiking, and it's not as like the sorority culture isn't as big as UCLA and the other two schools that are left. I know it's a party, like it's known as a party school, but I know it has it's a work hard, play hard school. Yeah, also it's just a really good school. I really wanted to go here. I'd probably go here over these two schools, not gonna lie, but it's too expensive. What can you do? What can you do? These are the final two. Ooh, exciting. Ew. So I don't know which one to do first. We'll start with USC. So USC, freaking shocked when I got in here. Did not expect that. I did visit the campus when me and my dad like visited school, like did a road trip in California and visited a bunch of schools, and he made me visit USC. Like I didn't even want to visit USC. I missed the first application deadline because I didn't like think I was gonna apply there. Like literally applied here at the last second basically because something was telling me that I was gonna regret it if I didn't apply here, which I would because I freaking got in, which I never expected. And I'm realizing that like because UCLA was always my dream school and obviously USC is like their rival, but like at USC it's like it's a big school still and lots of school spirit, and it's in LA, but it doesn't have like the difficulty of getting your classes as much like as at UCLA. It has nicer facilities. It's a private school. It just has all the benefits of a private school, and it has like the fun stuff about a public school. I feel like it's like the perfect blend. But like I said, I missed the first application deadline, which was for merit scholarships. So I don't know if I would have gotten one to begin with, but the reason that it's affordable is because they gave me a very hefty financial aid package, which is a little risky because I could, like, obviously we're gonna have to reapply for financial aid every year, and it could change if our income changes or something, and like if it goes up, like we can't afford it and I'm gonna have to transfer out. So that's the risk about this. The cost of living in LA is a lot higher than in New Orleans or where I live right now. It's a bigger school, so I feel like I would have a little bit of a more tough time finding my crowd and not feeling like just a number. But yes, that's USC. Then we have Tulane. Tulane, I got into their honors program and they gave me a pretty hefty scholarship, so I would not have to worry about my financial aid changing each year. I really like how flexible they are with all their majors, like how flexible they are with like double majoring. You can even triple major, which kind of sounds really difficult, but they have some really cool major options. I really liked New Orleans. Like I never thought I would want to live in the South, but I think it'd be a very interesting experience to live in the South, or even though New Orleans is obviously not like the rest of the South, but just being like that's never something I thought I would want to do. It did feel a little bit like the campus, there wasn't much to do around it unless you like walked really far. It just felt like not a lot of stuff to do, which I know is probably not true because New Orleans is like there's so much stuff to do there, and that was just like my perspective of being there during spring break or winter break. It's also a lot smaller of a school. The facilities that I saw were super nice. I'm already in the honors program, so it would be a lot, like I would feel like I would have an easier time adjusting than at USC. And also, I have to say, my mom kept telling me that if I went to USC, it would be a big mistake. Like, she hated it. I cried so many times. With those things in mind, here we go. Where am I going? I'm going to USC. Oh my god, I like don't even know what to say in this. I'm super excited. This is literally like my dream, to go to school in California since 8th grade, and I can't believe it's actually happening. Hopefully not next year, because I applied, like I requested to defer a year. That's under review right now, but hopefully, please USC, please let me take a gap year. Yeah, I'm super excited to be a Trojan. That's all I really have to say. This is gonna be such a bad video. Like, I feel bad for who watches this. This is literally all over the place. Okay, anyway.